Hi, my name is Erin, and today I'll be talking about the Black Panther Party. Now, I think it's important for me to mention that T'Challa, Wakanda, and the Avengers will not show up anywhere in this speech. We'll be talking about the Black political organization, the Black Panther Party, founded by Bobby Seals and Huey P. Newton in 1966. In this speech, I will be talking a lot about who they were and how they got started, some notable figures, and the demise of the party. So as we get started, it's important to know that the Black Panther Party was built on Marxist beliefs, and they focused on a 10-point program. And the purpose of the 10-point program was to state what they wanted and what they believed. And not only to state what they wanted and believed, but to also make that what they wanted and to what they believed accessible to the masses. It was important to Huey P. Newton that that 10-point program was easily understood not only by the members of the party, but also the people in the community as well. Huey P. Newton and Bobby Seals, they met in college, and after casual conversation over a couple of months, they decided to create what we now know as the Black Panther Party in 20 October 1966. Who were they though? Who were they before the Panther Party existed? Well, Bobby Seals was born Robert George Bobby Seals on October 22nd in 1936. He was born in Liberty, Texas. Now, I don't know if you've been to Liberty, Texas, but I haven't. I'm assuming it's going to be a great place because that's where he's from, right? So Bobby Seale was greatly inspired by the teachings of Malcolm X. And that's how he was inspired into political action. And that's what encouraged him to look more into Marxist thinking. Now, there are a couple of important things that have happened in each of these important members or influential members' lives that are going to kind of carry a theme into our last point. So, Bobby Seale was convicted of a crime. What crime? He was convicted of inciting a riot. This court case conviction is also known as the Chicago 8. And what's controversial about this conviction is he was convicted with little to no evidence, and he served 4 years for it. And within those 4 years, he made one of the most influential, or I would say quotable statements that's associated with not only him but the Black Panther Party. The Black Panther Party, which is to be a revolutionary is to be an enemy of the state, and to be arrested for this struggle is to be a political prisoner. And a lot of activists after him adopted that mindset as well and would oftentimes quote him. Huey P. Newton was born February 17th in 1942 in Monroe, Louisiana. And he was also really inspired by the teachings of Malcolm X, but he's also really inspired by the teachings of Mao Zedong, which, if you don't know about Mao Zedong, he was a politician slash politician, and he had a lot of interesting economic thoughts and plans. Also, one of an important leader in not only the new Chinese history, but in China as we know now. So, just like Bobby Seale, Huey P. Newton was arrested for a crime. he was arrested for the shooting of John Frey. And as he did serve a little bit of time, the case against him was later dropped. The last person that I wanted to make mention of was Fred Hampton, also known as Frederick Allen Hampton, who was born on August 30th, 1948 in Summit, Illinois, so a little bit closer to us. And he was assassinated by the Chicago Police Department. I mention all of these crimes not because the Black Panther Party was full of criminals, but it's a theme of what I consider the great demise of the party. And a lot of big politicians and the FBI, John Edgar Hoover, saw these organizations, especially the Black Panther Party, as a threat to the American ideal. And so a lot of people consider the FBI as the main source of the demise of the Black Panther Party. And then that's because in the 60s, the FBI created a program called the COINTELPRO, or the Counterintelligence Program. And during that, the FBI used this program to eliminate any radical and political oppositions inside the U.S. So they tapped phone lines, they forged letters, and they even, this goes back to Bobby Seale's case with the Chicago 8, framed and intimidated jurors to get the outcomes that they needed for conviction. So we talked a little bit about who the Black Panther Party was, some notable figures, and the demise of the Black Panther Party. And it's important to know that the Black Panther Party was one of the most influential political movements in the United States. And they became a very strong political power, which in turn caused the government to make decisions to try to dismantle the party. And I hope that during this speech that you will be able to take some time to look over who they were, what they stood for, and do a deeper dive into the Black Panther Party. Thank you.